Good morning, YouTube. This is Lloyd from sunny California. Going to tell you about a little problem I had with my 2003 Ford Taurus. Smoke in the cab, burning, smelling, odor of plastic in the cab, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. This might be something you may be facing. My wife reported that she was having exhaust fumes coming up in the cab of the car, and what that was right here, this is your EGR valve differential pressure module, this unit here. On the back of this unit there are two hoses that goes right to the top of the EGR pipe back there, which cannot be seen, it's just way back there, but it's back there. What happened over time, those two hoses, they burn and they get disintegrated, and it caused the hoses to pop off. When they do pop off, the heat comes out of the EGR tube, and what you have right in this area is all the exhaust from the EGR tube comes up in here, and it sucks directly into your vent. So you're driving and you're smelling exhaust fume in your car. It's because the two hoses, one or two on the back of this unit, is disintegrated and it came off, and now you're smelling the fumes. The other downside to that, it is so hot that if you notice, you see all this melted plastic from the heat started to melt the fairing for my car. This is where the cabin air filter mounts, and if you notice too, my connector right there, you can see the connector right there is also melted, and so this part was also damaged from the hot exhaust gas coming from the EGR valve. So I went to AutoZone and I purchased a part, and I'll tell you some more important information about this so you won't make the same mistake I did. This is the EGR valve differential pressure module. This is your EGR valve right there, and this is your vacuum pressure, not vacuum pressure, this is your vacuum regulator, and it sits right in between the two. So I was able to go to AutoZone and bought this part, the replacement part. Sorry I didn't have the part to show you. On the back of the part there's two small tubes that two orifices that the tubes connect to. This is the part that I took out of my car. You can see it's all burnt up from the hot EGR gases that was blowing on it and just toasted it. This part from Ford is $160. You can get the aftermarket from AutoZone for between 50 and 70 bucks. These are all the melted plastic that came off of my my vacuum system. This is my vacuum line. It toasted my windshield washer hoses. It just burnt up a lot of stuff. So that's where all that burnt plastic smell was coming from. Now here's the catch. When you replace this part, do not reuse the old hoses. Discard them and buy the new hoses. These are special hoses, they're silicone hoses. You'll notice they are two different diameters. These go for $7 to $9 a foot from the Ford dealership. So I went to Ford and I bought a foot each, and as you can see, if I can get a good picture, there you go, that's a part number for the hose, and you can see I paid $7.15 and $7.25 a foot. And that is the hose that you have to use, because if you don't use this hose and you put a new part in, it's just going to burn everything up and you're going to keep getting that bad odor in your car. So these hoses attached to the back of the EGR differential pressure module, this unit here, it's just attached by two number 8 nuts in the back here, one here and one here. And then the hose goes from this about between 4 to 6 inches down on either hose, and it plugs right into the EGR valve pipe, and that's what monitors the differential pressure for blockage in the EGR system. So that took care of my smell of burnt plastic and exhaust fume in the car. If you're having this, you need to check those hoses back there if they are brittle. Hopefully you didn't have as much damage as I did. And make sure you go to the Ford dealership, buy that specific, it's a silicone base hose, and hopefully that should fix your problem. It did fix mine. I just wanted to share this with with the YouTube crowd. 2003 Ford Taurus EGR valve differential pressure module. Hope this is helpful. Thanks for viewing.